Morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. It's the Monday morning show, dead on the hour of 11 a.m. I made it. I didn't do an Aubameyang. If you want to know what an Aubameyang is, stay tuned. But yeah, we're back here in full effect, and Stan Kroenke must be laughing his head off. I wonder why. We'll get into that a little bit later on. There's some news in regards to the signing, the goalkeeper that we got. The interesting comments that he made about signing for Arsenal is quite indicative of what we're seeing at Arsenal. And who else do we have? We've got some updates in regards to injuries and suspensions and injuries. So, like I said, as usual, we'll get into this one on the other side of this music intro. Yeah, guys, welcome back. I've been watching myself on the TV. First time I've been on the TV. Yeah, welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. It's the Monday morning show. Yes, a little bit chilly outside, but I'm not about to give you like a weather forecast. There is a forecast actually coming in, a little bit of cold front. But what you guys can do is just to make sure that you do subscribe. Pow! Subscribe to Cannon Fodder TV. If you don't do anything else in your life for the next 5 to 10 seconds, do that. Subscribe to Cannon Fodder TV. Thank you. All right, people. So let's get into this one. So I'm sure you must be quite happy. This geezer here. Why would he be happy? Well, because he's LA Rams beat my team for one night only, the Cincinnati Bengals, and Arsenal owner Stan Kroenke sends a message to fans after LA Rams win Super Bowl 56. Stan Kroenke saw his LA Rams win Super Bowl 56 in their home stadium, and the Arsenal owner sent a message to their great fans, as he received the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Now, I didn't even want to even think or do any kind of research in regards to what did he have to say to the LA fans. Not interested. Now, if it said he's got a message for Arsenal fans, then I might have gone into greater depth and actually talk about what those comments were. But the fact of the matter is, he said he's got a message there for the LA fans. I'm not interested. Now that they've won, them lot, LA Rams, his team, American football, what does it mean for Arsenal? What does the win for the LA Rams in Super Bowl 56 means for Arsenal FC? What does it mean for the club? Squat diddly. Does not mean anything at all. So guys, don't pin your hopes on, okay, yeah. So that must mean something for Arsenal. It means nothing at all for Arsenal. There will be no more money in the coffers. There will be no war chest come the summer transfer window. And I'm telling you, hot off the press here, it's not happening, people. Yeah, you know, say about hope is a wonderful thing. Don't pin your hopes on that win there last night. LA Rams beating my club for one night only, the Cincinnati Bengals. It's not going to happen. It ain't happening. But get that off my chest. Get it off my chest. What else are we going to talk about? Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, what can I say? Arsenal new signing admits joining Arsenal is a gamble. Did you hear what I said? Matt Turner says he admits joining Arsenal's team is a gamble. What's going on? Is this something we need to know, Matt Turner? Anyway, I think I might need to read on, actually. I've got to read on. Arsenal's new signing, Matt Turner, has admitted that joining the club has been a major gamble for his career. The goalkeeper signed for the Gunners in January, but will not join up the squad until next summer. Then what's the point of signing a player who can't? You should have signed him in the summer transfer window. Joining Arsenal is a huge gamble, according to their new signing Turner, who joined from New England Revolution in January. Oh my goodness. The keeper was allowed to stay at the MLS club until the end of the season before making the move to the Emirates in the summer. Should I read on? Do you really want me to read on? I just couldn't believe it, actually. Couldn't believe it. It has put pressure on Bertnano, who was heavily linked with a transfer away in January. Newcastle were looking for a deal for the German, but that has been shelved until the summer when Turner will join up with his new squad. But the 27-year-old has admitted that his dream move to Arsenal might be a huge gamble, especially regarding his international future. Turner's currently number one with the United States, but playing second fiddle to Aaron Ramsdale might jeopardize that. After the transfer to Arsenal was officially confirmed, he said, I always want to be able to challenge myself at the highest level I can possibly. It's been tough for goalkeepers to get moves. So I understand. I'm 27 and it's something that I really want to do and really want to accomplish. Oh my goodness. Matt Turner. Then what? Oh, I'm not sure from what angle I can actually approach this. He's saying joining Arsenal has been a massive gamble for his footballing career. And I've got to say as well, age 27 for a goalkeeper is literally nothing. Goalkeepers can play until their mid to late 30s. You know, I mean, yeah, David Seaman played to his late 30s. Yeah, but 27 years of age is nothing really. But I, one thing that's kind of struck out from me, that slapped me in the face, pow, was that he can't join up with Arsenal anyway, at least until summer. So then surely we should have waited to sign him until the summer. Does it not make sense? We signed him, but he can't play until the summer. I've missed something. I think I'll probably miss something. We signed one player in a January transfer window, but the report says there that Matt Turner can't actually effectively join up with the club until the summer. So why couldn't we wait until the summer to sign him? Am I missing something here? Guys, come in live chat. Do you know what? I think I better just go on to the next segment. So the next segment is actually basically just talking about the injuries and the suspensions. And the suspensions is not related to mention to the Granit Xhaka. No, he's not on that list there. He's not on that list there. But the one that I'll put the manager's face up first and foremost, Ava Butchers. I'm just still thinking about Matt Turner. Anyway, Arsenal injuries and suspensions news ahead of the Brentford fixture. Oh my goodness. So first up, we've got Mohamed El Neni. El Neni enjoyed a productive African Cup of Nations as Egypt side reached the final before losing out to Senegal on a penalty shootout. But the 29-year-old was on the bench for Arsenal's win at Molineux, but did not come on at all. So basically, that is down to whether and when Arteta feels the need to play Mohamed El Neni. There's no suspensions, there's no injuries that I can see there. It's just he's available, he is fit and ready to go, but it's just down to when Arteta feels that he might need the Egyptian midfielder. Yeah, okay. And then we've got next up, who do we have next? We've got, well, Martinelli. We know the situation about Gabby Martinelli. He's going to be, he won't be available, of course, for the trip. Oh, not the trip. But Martinelli was shown two yellow cards in the second half of the 1-0 win at the Molineux. Was sent off, leaving his side in a weakened position for the remainder of the match. But the Brazilian forward will now be suspended for Arsenal's match with Brentford next weekend, or this weekend, actually. And then last but not least, it's going to be a full house here. Tomiyasu. Yeah, Tomiyasu. Where is he? Where is he? Come on, don't gaze. There he is. There he is. Tomiyasu, Japanese international Tomiyasu, has been struggling with a calf injury in recent weeks and missed Thursday's win over Wolves. The versatile right back first suffered the problem during the 4-1 drubbing against Leeds United back in December, but tried to play through the pain barrier during the last month's 2-0 defeat to Liverpool in the second of the Carabao Cup. Arteta confirmed that a Japanese international returning to train ahead of the trip to Wolves. This is what Arteta said. He said that he's there. He had a recurring injury in the same place, so we had to be careful with him. But he's been training really hard. We shouldn't be training hard. Should be taking it easy. Let's see if he's available for Thursday. So expected return date is actually, the game at home against Brentford on February the 19th. So, I'm going to be looking and keeping an eye on that one there with Tomiyasu especially. Again, the only injury is the Tomiyasu one, and the other one is just suspensions and Mikel Arteta waiting when he feels the time's right to play Mohamed Elneny. Mohamed Energy Elneny. Yeah, there you go. So that is it. The 3 parts of a whole on Canon 4 TV on the Monday morning show. Listen, I'm going to try and avoid going out. I know I've got some bits and pieces of work to do around the house. I spoke to the missus. Remember, my wife has gone out to Colombia, and I wished her early hours in the morning, actually. Happy Valentine's Day. They don't celebrate Valentine's Day today. I can't remember when the day is. Dia de Amistad. The friendship, day of friendship, what we call it, Valentine's Day. And she called me back. I didn't hear the phone ring. I've been having some problems with my Wi-Fi. I mean, God, like, does it get any better? Does it get any better? Hopefully. I'm hoping to be on a business call inside, maybe half an hour's time. But we'll have to wait and see. So again, those have been the 3 parts of the whole on Canon 4 TV. Come in a live chat. Come on, ask questions, debate, discuss, but don't use vulgarity because we won't have it. I'm hoping. Let me see if I've got a moderator. Do I have a moderator? Have I got a moderator? Yeah, I got my moderator. Static is in the live chat. So there you go. He's going to be my first line of defense. Please, guys, keep it nice and clean. If you don't, the moderators know what they need to do. Okay, enough said. If you do get blocked, there is no coming back. Okay, so don't send me any messages on Twitter saying, "Oh, Alex, I was blocking you." No. Once you're blocked, that is it. There's no coming back. But what I'm going to do, let's go into the poll. I did a poll yesterday in regards to the match, the spectacle yesterday, where apparently Dre and Eminem and Mary J. Blige on the rise are performing at half time. Again, the last time I watched any games was probably back in the 80s, late 80s, a little bit of the 90s. The LA Raiders was my team, my brother's team as well, the black and the silver, but I don't have an interest anymore. But it would have been interesting to see the halftime performances of apparently, his name? Kendrick, Eminem, Dr. Dre, and Mary J. Blige on the rise. All right. So the poll that we did was the LA Rams winning the Super Bowl. Does it matter to Arsenal? Choose only one. Out of 405 votes, 5 comments and 10 likes. The results are as follows, because I'm not going to repeat them again. If I do come live again in the evening, I won't be repeating this poll. This is the results. So 33% of you believe, yes, it means something for Arsenal. What does it mean for Arsenal? Kroenke is not going to, loosen his pocket change and give to Arsenal. It's not going to happen, people. It's not going to happen. And of course, 67% of the followers and subscribers believe, no, it doesn't mean anything. And I agree, it doesn't mean anything at all. It's just that we have an owner who's just won the Super Bowl 56. Doesn't mean anything at all for Arsenal. Don't get it twisted, people. Don't pin your hopes on that. The hope can be a killer. All right, okay, so let's go into the live chat for the first time on this Monday morning. And I've got the Assemble. Good morning, and let's hope he'll concentrate on Arsenal now. It's not going to happen, the Assemble. Won't happen. Doesn't mean anything. We're still better than Spurs. Spurs. My chippy, my local chippy, my fish and chip shop, it's around the corner, is owned by a Spursy fan. And he told me last week, he said, oh, the Gooners always come crawling back when they're on top, when they've been winning. So you know what? I'm going to be going there today. Buy a bag of chips. And he goes, oh, here he comes again. Here comes the Gooner. Conte did not improve them at all. You know what? Antonio Conte, man. Oh, my goodness. You can see on his face, he's thinking, what am I doing here? Yeah, Conte, what are you doing there? What are you doing there? I think for me, I think it's probably odds-on favourite. It's between him and the Pochettino to be the next Man United manager. He's not going to last. He's not going to stay at Spursy, is he? He's not going to stay there. Statics in the house. Oh, my goodness. What's going on? Oh, you know what? Because I'm using my touch screen. That's what it is. I'm using my touch screen. So there's a Static. He says, hey, Alex. And hey, listen, Static, thanks for the comments, man. You left yesterday in regards to Liam Brady. Legendary. A legendary midfielder, man. Sign who? Yeah, who? Buffon is now 40 and still going strong. Leno will leave in the summer, but I agree. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. They haven't seen enough then. There's been lots of bizarre stuff happening at Arsenal. What was it Dino Zoff, the Italian goalkeeper? He played until his early 40s, I believe. Dino Zoff. Yeah, man. So 27 is literally, he's like a little baby. A little baby. But yeah, you're right. I'm thinking, then why did we buy him? Just wait until the summer to buy him, to sign him. 5 likes, hit the likes button, everybody. Ah, dear, I had to get out. Good morning to you. Arsenal board has refused to correct their errors. The funds would have brought in another player for immediate use. Again, I'm just thinking, you buy a player. Why do you buy a player? Why would you buy a player? Like you say, to play him almost immediately, not to wait until, where are we off? We're like 5 months off now. Can't play for Arsenal. It's, I tell you what, it's just weird, man. Tomiyasu always unfit. Really? Oh, I wasn't aware of that. All the younger generations seem to believe that life is a journey. You make a decision and then you continue to tell yourself it might be wrong. How can you be the middleman for a deal you want? Agents. Hey. Morning, Gunners. The weekend was kind for us. Come on, you Gunners, says John Nagaza. Actually, guys, I just kind of came to mind. If I can find it here, I didn't line it up actually, which is not good for myself. Where is it? There he is. There he is. There he is. So the Canon project is back in full effect today, 5:30 p.m. I've got Eltel, the original Godfather himself, back. I've got Paul in the North Bank, hopefully coming back. I know he's going to be finishing work around 4, but it's a 5:30 kickoff. And we've got Richard II, CM War Games, making a return to the Canon project today at 5:30 p.m. So make sure, guys, that you are tuned in for that one. Don't miss out, because if you don't, you're going to miss out, and we don't want you to miss out. So make sure you tune in for that one, please. All right, okay. Was there any more comments on live chat? No, there wasn't, was there? No, there was no more comments. So do you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to talk about something not football related. It's not Arsenal related. It's not football related. It's not related to any kind of sports. However, it might lead you to spend more leisure or leisure time watching more sports. Yeah. Security, financial freedom for your family. There is a serious opportunity to be had to gain that dream that a lot of us have been looking for, searching for, trying to work for. I'm in my mid-50s. I'm not getting younger. However, I have latched on to this opportunity. I've been doing it for almost, well, over a year now, both myself and my wife, since the pandemic hit. So it's not a quick, how can I say, a get rich quick scheme. It's not. It's not, but it's provided us with some additional, I say guarantee, additional finance to do the things that we want to do, to buy the things we've always wanted to have. Now, this opportunity is not for everyone. Not for everyone. Why is that, Alex? Well, Alex, there are a lot of people just happy, just going round and round the circle, like in the rat race. You never see like those animals, what they're called, guinea pigs. Going round and round on that spinning wheel, it's just spinning and spinning and spinning. That, from my perspective, is the rat race. And I is tired now of the rat race. So if you is tired of the rat race and you want a different perspective, a different way of getting the things you've always wanted to have, having more time with your family, there is an opportunity. Okay, but again, this opportunity is not for everyone. Only serious people really, really need to send me an email, and I'll be able to share the details, talk to you for the whole process. Because how do I know it works? Because I'm in it. We are in it. All the members of my family are in this. And you know what we're doing? We receive money every single week. I was about to say that we make money, but the only place that makes money is the mint, isn't it? We don't make money, we receive money. So if you want a piece of the pie, send me an email, arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com. Okay, again, it's only for serious people. This opportunity is not for everyone. Only serious people need apply. Okay, because if you're gonna just like muck about and you think, therefore don't, the only person you're gonna be fooling, you'll be fooling yourself. Okay, you won't be fooling me or anybody else. You're gonna be fooling yourself. So if you're really serious about it and you've been looking for an opportunity, send me an email, arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, because I'm going to wait until more people come into the live chat. I'm going to show you a quick video that I kind of spoke about how I got into this opportunity and what led me to get into this opportunity. So see you in a few ticks after the short video that I recorded. Hi, my name's Alex. As a young boy, I had no real concept of time. Like I guess maybe most children don't really realize time goes by so very, very quickly. The things that I was mostly interested in was playing with my friends in the park, my birthday, Christmas, the summer holidays. Those were the things that were really important to me at that time when I was a youngster. And before I knew it, going to college, doing my exams, and then the next stage, like most of us take, is getting into the rat race, finding a job, a 9-to-5 job. And I always wondered and had a feeling that there has to be something more for me, the mundane life. Just working a 9-to-5, getting up early in the morning, 7 o'clock, arriving at work, having lunch, leaving at 5:30, getting caught up in a rush hour, and just forever decreasing circles of that routine there. And not really realizing that the one thing, the precious thing that I have, and I should be using it in a better way, is time. And so you see people pass, my father passing away,
people close to me passing away, moving away, living in another country. But I wanted to make sure that I would make most of this half of my life, make the most of the time that I have. I want to make sure I spend as much time as I can as possible with my mother, with my brothers and sisters, people who are close to me. Do the things that I've always wanted to do. Travel more. Maybe buy the things that we deserve to have. And with this opportunity, He's given me that light at the end of the tunnel, I could probably say, to do the things that I've always wanted to do. Make the most of my time with the people who are close to me. So if you want to know how I did it, press the link below. As my mum would always say, time waits for nobody. So do the right thing. Press the link, see how I did it.
So there you have it, people. Again, there is an opportunity. If you're literally thinking and you've been waiting for this opportunity, send me an email, arsenalpublic1@gmail.com. Again, it's not for everyone because not everyone's thinking and looking for an opportunity. Your mind has to be open like an umbrella. An umbrella only works when it's open. Your mind has to be open and wanting to change. So that is it. Let's go into again back into the live chat and see. Whoops. And see who's additional people who've come in. I will celebrate like they won the Premier League after. That's a good point, actually. I never said that, didn't he, about the way that we celebrated. So all in all things stay as they are, says the assembled. Morning, Gunners, our fan base. Wicked Garfield Hamilton. Good morning, Garfield. I hope you're keeping well. Who here watched Spurs? You know what? I didn't see it. I was like on my way to my mom's house yesterday. I saw the video whilst I was on the live stream whilst I was on the bus. And well, I'll catch up with the highlights. When I got back, I was doing some stuff around the house. I was on a couple of Zoom calls, the business issues. And then before I knew it, oh my goodness, the highlights. And it was like just before, 20 to 12. So I missed the highlights. But the result is the most important thing, isn't it? Only the serious. Absolutely. Don't bother sending me, an email if you just think, if you're just going to be silly about it. This is a serious opportunity and it does work. How do I know it works? Because I'm in it. All my family are in this opportunity, receiving money, getting paid out every single Saturday. I have to think about it. We get paid every Saturday. Need I say more? John, we won the Super Bowl. We didn't win the Super Bowl. Just getting you ready for the marketing that will be happening. The LA Rams could soon be in the Armory. That's a good point, actually. That's a really good point. I'm surprised that they've not had any merchandise. I mean, I've not been in the Armory for how many years, but that'd be interesting to know. Is there any LA Ram merch in the Armory? That's a really good point. Really, really good point. They said, well, yeah, Arsenal will be playing in the Super Bowl. Yeah. If I may suggest to Arsenal board and player scouts, players from some unknown leagues could easily yield better fruits or results, just like the way Martinelli was scouted and not necessarily. We've been saying the same thing. Look in the lower leagues. Jules Graham did it. We should continue doing that, as well as showing a pathway for the youngsters. I would have no qualms with us looking in the lower leagues to find the next diamond in the rough. But as I was saying on the WhatsApp group, our WhatsApp group, the problem is a lot of the fan base will be turning up their noses saying, oh, we've gone for who? He plays where? Down there? What is wrong with that? I would have no problems with that at all. If we're scouting players in the lower leagues, young, hungry players who will fight for the badge. Arsenal are still an attractive club to play for. So I'm starting to think the customer service Arsenal is for the gullible only. Wow, my goodness. There's someone you've got to be gullible to enter the armory or minted. Oh my days. But that's a really good point about the merchandise, the LA Rams merchandise. I'm surprised they've not cottoned on to that opportunity there. Because we are all, after all, thinking about a Stan Kroenke who loves the smell of money, isn't it? That's very, very interesting. Sorry about that, people. So let me look at the the poll. There's been any changes in the poll? Okay, there's been an additional like 7 votes. LA Rams winning the Super Bowl matters to Arsenal. Does it mean anything for Arsenal? Not for me. Not for me. 410 votes, 5 comments, and 10 thumbs up or likes, whatever you want to call them. The votes are as follows. 67% of you followers and subscribers believe it means nothing at all to Arsenal. Nothing at all. And 33%, I'm just checking my maths, 6, 7, believe that yes, it means something to Arsenal. What does it mean to Arsenal? What does it mean for Arsenal? The LA Rams winning Super Bowl 56. What does it mean? Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. They might start doing half scarves. Yeah, I'm just surprised that they haven't taken advantage of that situation, John, to be honest. LA Rams are winning, Alex. The fan base might buy a shirt to remember what it feels like to buy winning merchandise. All right, I stand corrected then. I myself, I just wanted the Cincinnati Bengals to win. Well, I didn't buy any merchandise. Didn't buy any merchandise. Couldn't be bothered. Yeah. You know what, John? If I were you, I would patent that, man. Put a copyright stamp on that, man. Put an idea on that, so they, you know what I mean. They got to come to you first. Oh my days, man! Come on, guys, come on, get the discussion flowing. I feel we're literally, we're probably feeling like the Monday morning weather outside in the UK. Well, actually in London at least, very very chilly and a little bit damp. Are we feeling like a damp squid today? Come on, people, come on. Let's get the momentum going. Just I'm waiting for a message, and the message hasn't come through yet. So I think we're still okay to go on for another, let's say 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. If the comments don't pick up, then I'll call it quits. I'll call it to an end. Let's just make sure we are going live and direct. A live feed in Twitter sphere. Yeah, we are. So let me just retweet it out again. A comment that we are live. We are not alive, but we are live. There we go. Okay. Good morning, Joseph. Arsenal has been spending huge amounts of money to bring in renowned players. Why not go all over the world scouting for almost nothing talented players who can help our team grow in the Premier League and Europe? Well, you know, Joseph, like I just said a few moments ago, I would have no problems if our scouting network were just looking and focusing on the leagues here in the UK, but going down. Just like the good old days. The good old days. If it ain't broke, just a point of phrase I heard from the United States, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. The scouting network. Go to non-league teams. Go to, the first, well, not the first tier, but the championship, and then, League One and League Two. There must be players that dying, crying to play for Arsenal, given the opportunity that they can show up more often than not, and not pull a sickie or, pull the dummy out of the pram because they've been dropped. Or worse still, turn up late for a North London derby. There must be those players there. I get, still a little bit annoyed at, because I just don't understand the mentality of the scouting. We wouldn't have to look across Europe. Don't have to look across Europe. Just look here in the leagues, the domestic leagues we have here. Must be able to yield at least 1, 2, or maybe 3 players. A striker, a midfielder, and a defender, a proper backup for Tommy Ashu. Why can't we get it done? Right, guys, so just another reminder in regards to the Canon project is back in full effect. Later on this evening, 5:30 p.m. UK time. So make sure you're tuning in. We've got Richard II, CM War Games. We've got Paul in the North Bank, and we've got El Tel, the original Godfather himself, making a return appearance on the platform. It's been a long while, actually. Long while. I think it's like 3-4 weeks since we've not done the Canon project, but we know that we're going to be talking about all things related to Arsenal. I can't say too much about this, but I've been connecting with a Ray from Arsenal fan circle about a particular idea. Again, I can't tell you too much because we've just said yes, it's a good idea. But we need to speak to the other podcasts about this particular idea. It's, for me, if we can get this idea, stroke collaboration, up and running, again, I can't say too much because we need to speak to and approach the other podcasts to see how they feel about this particular idea. But for me, myself, and I'm quite excited if we can get this off the ground. So what am I talking about? You guys just have to wait and see because we're still working behind the scenes to get this up and running and get all the, how can I say it, how it's going to work, the blueprints. But know that once it's up and running, it'll be good. It'll be a wonderful collaboration. But anyway, so let's go back into, I think because it's quite slow, I think I'll go for another 5 minutes and we'll call it quits. Yeah. John says, I think fans have become deluded. They want names of forget players are the humans, and none of us had heard of Henri, Vieira, Petit when Wenger signed them. Yeah, I'll hold my hand up and say the same thing. Yeah, I've never heard of these players. As much as I'm not Arteta. Good morning, Sam. I hope you're keeping well. It's been a while, actually. As much as I'm not Arteta's biggest fan, we should be trying to win the next 4 days. The next four days, they are winnable games. Also should go for players in similar speed and pacey patterns like in the English Premier League. All of Arsenal's top 4 rivals had a top weekend that helps Arsenal's pursuit after of the top 4. Are you of the opinion that we can take advantage of our good fortune, Alex? It's funny. Did you not see the comment I put on Arsenal Fan Circle, the live chat last night? I said, all these teams tripping over themselves to actually secure top 4 means nothing. It means absolutely nothing to this point unless we can beat Brentford. So right about now, we are as you are. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, you've got Spurs who lost. You've got West Ham who were drawn. Those teams there are trying to secure top 4, but it's not going to mean anything until we can actually prove that we can beat Brentford the next game. So I'm going to hold off. I'm not going to say anything about after Brentford. Actually in the month of February, these games are winnable. Let's not lose focus. Let's focus on our next game we have. The next game we have is at home to Brentford. That's the only game that we need to focus on. Nothing else. Nothing more and nothing less. Don't lose focus. Because 1-2 games, Arsenal, they're really consistent at being inconsistent. That is a fact. The highs of the highs and the lows of the lows in short spaced times. You're only as good as your last match. So, guys, don't lose focus. The only thing we need to focus on is only the next game. What is the next game? It is the Brentford game when we're playing at home. Don't try and forecast ahead of that game there. That's the way that I see it. Up and running. Alex, can you do a poll on how many goals we get and who's going to get them? Yeah, well, I think once I finish here, I will. Right. This person's definitely sent me a message here. Okay, I'll read it afterwards. But I think I've got the message that I've been waiting for. Yeah, but I will do that. I'll do the poll once I finish doing the live. I think you told me yesterday, didn't you? I completely forgot, but I will do that poll. Our next challenge is versus Brentford. Remember, our problem started on the opening day. Our players should give their utmost to beat them at least 3-0 to wash the same shame they gave us. Right, Joseph, man. Oh God. Sometimes so much speculation about a player transfer gives room for price inflation as other interest clubs may arise. When will Tommy be back? Well, the report says here that he should be available for the Brentford game. I did maybe you weren't live when I came live, but I said I did a quick rundown. Spoke up Tomiyasu, and apparently he's been suffering with that injury for the longest time. But he's back in training. He's been training very, very hard, according to Mikel Arteta. But he's due to be back in time for the Brentford game. So it's a revenge on the cards. Revenge. Oh my goodness, Sam. Hey, ho, Nelly. If Xhaka and Partey being out at the same time could cause a problem. It will cause a problem. But then you have to take all those steps back and say to yourself, what happened in the transfer window? What were Mr. Edu and Mr. Arteta thinking? We're going to get injuries. We're going to get suspensions. Why? Because that's been the nature of the sport. It'd be very, very, interesting in the history of any club in the Premier League era that they've played the same 11 because they've not had any injuries. Just doesn't happen. And then you hear the news about, well, we didn't want to rush to buy a player. So what you've done now, you've put even more stress now on the players, on the situation that, you're hoping there will not be any suspensions. You're hoping there will not be any injuries. Well, ding, 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 ding. Arteta, Martinelli's out. Tomiyasu has been out for the longest while. And like you said there, Samboard, it will take a Thomas Partey, I'm thinking about Granit Xhaka, Thomas Partey, who's supposed to be the linchpin, gets injured, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? We're going to recall somebody. We're going to have to recall somebody to play in the midfield. But what happened? You let an Ainsley Maitland-Niles go out on loan. I reckon we need at least 30 goals, 40 points. Do you believe the squad can cover any problem that arises? No, I don't. And that's why I said I will stick to my prediction that we're going to finish in 8th place. Our squad depth is so shallow. So shallow. So for that reason, no, we can't sustain any more injuries, any more suspensions. It's the fine margins, isn't it? The fine lines. Good morning, Alexander. This is so much for us. Has Arsenal bought players, yes or no? We've only bought one. One player. And on that note, Alexander, I am also called Alexander, but only when I've done something wrong. My mom says, "Hey, Alexander, come here." So, okay, mom, what did I do? I always know I'm safe. When people call me Alex, I'm all right. But when they call me Alexander, I know I'm in trouble. But anyway, let's review the news of today from a Canon for the TV's perspective. So first, I'm absolutely sure this geezer will be laughing his head off. Laughing and wafting. If you didn't know, you need to recognize, because apparently, the LA Rams, Stan Kroenke's LA Rams won last night. Super Bowl 56, beating, I don't even have the scoreline here, the Cincinnati Bengals. Stan Kroenke saw his Los Angeles Rams win Super Bowl 56 in their home stadium, and the Arsenal owner sent a message to their great fans as he received the Vince Lombardi trophy. And I tell you what, there was comments about his words to the fans, the LA Ram fans, and you know what? I ain't interested. I'm not interested. If it was a message to the Arsenal fans, then I might have a vested interest in what he had to say. But he had a message for the LA Rams, not for Arsenal FC fans. Don't get twisted. And then the most curious thing that I have heard and read, weird or what? Don't understand it. Arsenal new signing admits joining Mikel Arteta's team is a gamble. New signing Matt Turner has admitted that joining the club has been a major gamble for his career. The goalkeeper signed for the Gunners in January, but would not join up with the squad until next summer. Then why did we sign him? Just wait until the summer to sign him. Joining Arsenal is a huge gamble, according to their new signing Turner, who joined from New England Revolution in January. The goalkeeper was allowed to stay. Why? At the MLS club until the end of the season before making the move to the Emirates in the summer. It's put pressure on Bert Leno, who was heavily linked with a transfer away in January. Newcastle were looking to do a deal for the German, but it has been shelved until the summer when Turner would join up with his new squad. But the 27-year-old, who had admitted that his dream move to Arsenal might be a huge gamble, especially regarding his international future. Turner is currently number one with the United States, but playing second fiddle to Aaron Ramsdale might jeopardize that. Then you anyway. After the transfer to Arsenal was officially confirmed, he said, "I always want to be able to challenge myself at the highest level possible. It's been tough for goalkeepers to get moves, so I understand that. I'm 27 and it's something that I really want to do and really want to accomplish." So, age 27 is nothing in goalkeeping terms. I'm absolutely sure that Dino Zoff, who was Italy's, I think, I can't remember which was his World Cup, maybe it was World Cup 86 was his last World Cup, but he played into his early 40s. So age 27 is nothing. Is it like a little baby? A little baby. But what is striking for me that I don't really understand is that he said it's a gamble. Well, then you should have stayed where you was. This is World Cup year, isn't it? Stay where you are. Don't sign until after the summer. But in the report, it's saying that he can't play for Arsenal anyway until the summer. Then why did we sign him? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all for me, at least. And then we spoke about Tomiyasu, who apparently he's been training hard, according to Mikel Arteta, and his return date is apparently going to be for the game against the Bees, February 19. So, oh, right, okay. Right, fair enough. Mohamed Ali had a really good AFCON, make it to the final, but unfortunately being beaten on penalties by Senegal. There's no reports of injuries. Of course, he's not suspended. So literally, it's down to Mikel Arteta when he feels that he needs to play the Egyptian hero, Mohamed El Neni. And last but not least, we spoke very briefly about Gabby. And for me, this glaring now. Even more so, the fact that we didn't go into the market to buy strikers. Not a striker, but 2 strikers. He's out suspended. So he won't make it. He won't be featuring in the game against Brentford when we go back into Premier League action. So that's been the news, again, repeated on Canon 4, from Canon 4 TV's perspective on this wonderful platform of ours. So what I am going to do, I'm going to go back into the live chat for the last time. And at this point, I'm not absolutely sure if I'm going to be coming live later on this evening. I've got lots of work to do. I've got to be on another business call later on, actually maybe within the hour, if it's possible. I've got some other bits and pieces I need to be dealing with. Yeah, lots of bits and pieces to be done. I've got some painting. I did gardening yesterday. Listen, you don't need to know about my home life, man. Let's talk about Arsenal. That's what we're going to talk about. And just a last reminder as well that later on today, 5:30 p.m. UK time, is the return of the Canon project. We're going to have Eltel, the original Godfather. We're going to have our Paul in the North Bank. And we're going to have our Richard II. CM War Games featuring back on the platform. So look out for that. And like I said, you've got to subscribe. You have to subscribe. All right, last time in the chat before we wrap up this one. Let's see if I can find my point of reference. We are going to get injuries. There is no way around it. Absolutely, and that's gonna put further strain on the squad numbers, and it's going to diminish our possibility of securing top 4. I can see it. I can see that's what's going to happen. Please let Arteta give a chance to Pepe after his superb AFCON. It was suggested that he plays as a false 9. Let Arteta bench Laka and have Pepe in a starting 11. That's a possibility. Why not? I personally think it is the squad preparation that worries me at the start of the season. And now I'm certain it's the preparation. Arsenal doesn't need a goalkeeper. Can Arteta open up his eyes and mind for listen to the advice? Oh, wow. Okay. Taylor must know he will be a backup goalkeeper. Wise move. Wow. Yeah, exactly. We need to fix the bees. Fix the wheels then. All right. This says Alex. Even if there was no new signings during the last winter, I'm confident with numerous youngsters from the North End Academy who can proudly bear Gunner's jersey, no matter injuries and red cards. Joseph, that is wonderful. But the thing is, you've got to remember it's Mikel Arteta, and if it does eventually happen, which is going to happen, the injuries and suspension, more suspensions with 16 games to go. You imagine you're going to throw in a youngster, because that's basically what you're saying there. Yeah, that we're going to use the academy players as backup to throw in to play in the last 16 games. Well, if it was me, I would have given them experience of playing in the Premier League. I'm not saying play them, full 90 minutes, but give them some minutes. And to think we're not even in Europe. We're not in Europe. We're in the Carabao Cup. We're not in the FA Cup. So why would you not want to give the youngsters the time? So you don't want to be throwing them just bow. Go on, get on with it. But I've had no experience. I don't care. Get on with it. Nah. Ridiculous. I think we'll probably come to an end. I think we'll come to an end. Yeah, we'll come to an end on this Monday morning show over here on Canon 4 TV. Very, very interesting debate today. Because I've got lots of bits and pieces I need to be getting on with today, I'm not sure that I'll be coming live later on this evening. But if I do, and if you have subscribed, you would see the notification. If you have not subscribed, you won't see the notification. So what do you think you have to do? I'm asking Matt Turner the question. No, I'm not going to ask him. I'm asking you the question. What do you think you need to do? You need to subscribe, like it says there. Pow! Subscribe. That's all you've got to do, so you don't miss out a notification. And Matt Turner, if you really want to play at the highest level is to play in the World Cup. Enough said. I blame this guy here. I blame him. No violence, no violence, no violence. Yeah. Listen, I'm done. I'm finished. I'm finished for the morning show. I hope you did enjoy the morning show. Monday morning over here, UK time. Is there really footy on tonight? Is there really footy on? I don't think there is. Let's have a butchers. No, there isn't. It's championship action. Yeah, so there's no footy action in respect to the Premier League action there. All right, guys, so we are finished. I hope you did enjoy the show, but like I said, make sure that you do subscribe to Cannon 4 TV and be part of the community. And like I said about the opportunity, there is an opportunity. Send me an email if you wanted more information on what I've been talking about. arsenalpublic1@gmail.com. And until then, I'm still scratching my head. I'm thinking, Matt Turner, man, I don't understand. Arsenal, I don't understand, man. Why'd you sign Matt Turner? If he can't play for us until the summer, you should have waited until the summer to sign Matt Turner. Anyway, you have been listening to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal.